Hello, myself Muhammad Asif. Today we are going to see a small logical building problem in Java. So let us dive into the problem now. So the problem statement is a string consists of sequence of arrows. So we need to find what are the minimum number of arrows to be rotated so that each and every arrow is pointing towards the same direction. So these are the arrows. This is left arrow, right arrow, up and down. This is collected in a string. The boundaries are n is the number of arrows presented in the string, and s is the string that contains arrows. So boundaries, the arrows may be 1 to 1000. It may vary. But here in this example, the arrows are only 5. So now we need to solve this problem. How? How to solve this problem? So let me take into the arrays for now. There are different ways to solve this problem. So this is my solution. If you find anything more easy, you can go with that. So what I do, I will save this arrows array in the character, like a array, like this. Character array arrow equal to like this. I will save this arrows. After that, I will loop over this string, and then I will find how many, then I will find what is the count of each arrow. For suppose in this example, the top arrow is upward pointing arrow is repeating 1 time. The downward arrow is repeating 2 times. The left arrow is repeating 1 time. The right arrow is repeating 1 time. So in this example, the most uh, repeatedly pointing is downward arrow. Total number of uh, total length of string is 5. If you minus the total number with the most repeating arrows, then we get 3. So we need to rotate top arrow, side arrow, and another side arrow towards down. Means the minimum requirement is minimum number of arrows to be rotated is 3. Like this, we can solve this problem. Then how? So if you find this difficult, let us go with another example now. Now if a string S has left, right, left, top, down, left, this is the arrows. So the total number of arrows containing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So total length TOT equal to 6. Now let us find which arrow is repeating the most now. Which arrow is repeating? Now left side arrow equal to how much? 1, 2, 3. It is repeating 3 times. Now right side arrow. How many? 1. Only 1 time. Top arrow upside arrow only one time. Now downside arrow only one time. Now pick up the most repeated arrow. The count is 3. So now subtract this count with the total. What will be the result? 6 minus 3. How much? 3. Which means the minimum number of arrows to be rotated is 3. What are those? Right side arrow. Now again top, again down. These 3 should be rotated. You take any number of example. The logic is like this. Now, what if only have one arrows, 4 arrows, which is pointing in different direction, like this. If right, left, above, uh, downward. Now, the minimum number of arrows to be rotated so that every uh, arrow point toward the same direction is 3. How? Right side is 1, left side is 1, top is 1, down also 1. Now total number is 4. Now which is the most everyone is repeating only one time. So it is 1. Anything you can take. It is 1. 4 minus 1, 3. Either we can keep this static and rotate these things, or you can keep this static and rotate the remaining one. This is the logic we have to develop. Now, the same thing we have to do in the Java program. Now, let us dive into the program now. How we can solve the problem using the Java program. So first, I told you to create character array. Why to create character array? Let me give 1 second. I will explain. Uh, we use this character array to store the arrows. Why to store arrows? To know the most repeated arrow in the given array. This is the purpose. Why we are storing the character array here. So after this, what I will do? I will loop over this character array. How to loop over? I use for each. You can call it enhanced for loop also. Arrow. So the data type is for this character array is character. This is the name. After the colon, you have to give the array name. What is my array name? Arrows. Now, let me print what it is giving. Let me print the arrow now. So, save it. Let me call, I will uh, make this method to static so that I can call it directly using the class name. Now, how to call? Just use practice 3 dot solution. Pass the yes. Perfect. Now let me run. So here see what you are getting. We are looping over the character. See, we are looping for each type. The loop is taking one character, one arrow. Now our duty is to find the count of every arrow, and also to save the most repeated arrow in the array. So let me count the arrow first, and then we can convert. We can change it. And, uh, so to count the arrow, what I will do, I will slice with count. In count equal to 0. For the first time, the arrow count is 0. And again, I will loop over string. How to loop? For loop length s dot length I plus the increment. Now, now what happened? Let's see. Now I will print the arrow beside after that I will print the uh, character character this string. I will print the string now. Let me check what happened. Well, see here it is repeated this many times. Up arrow. Then again it is side arrow repeated the same time. Then down arrow. Here down arrow. This is right pointing arrow. This is left pointing arrow. This is up pointing arrow. It is repeating. And beside these arrows, these come from the string. See here the sequence top. Now see the sequence. First one is top. Here also top. The next one is down, down. The next one is down, down. The next one is left, left, and so on. So it is looping over this inner loop, and outer loop is looping over this arrow. Now I need to count. How to count? Simple. If arrow equal to s dot character at I. If it is the condition, then what you should do? Count plus plus. Perfect. Colon here. Use the colon. Now what I will do? I will print the each arrow count in the uh, string. How many times each arrow repeated in the given string? I will print that now. From outer loop, what I will do? Just system.out print ln. I will print the arrow first, then the count value. Save. Now run it. What it? The top arrow is repeated only one time. Yes or no? See here only one time. Let me. The left arrow is repeated two times, one and two. The right arrow is repeated two times, one and two. The most repeated one is down arrow. Now we got the count of each and every arrow in this string. Now we need to save this. How to save? The only one method is only the final method to store the data is using variables. We don't have any other method. So using variable. What I will now I will go with this. Let me clear. Now after that I will slice with most repeated arrow repeated. I will slice with most repeated one with 0. The starting is 0. Then what I will do, I will check again the condition that the most repeated value is less than the count of each arrow. For the first time, it will take this. It will compare this count to this. So the most repeated arrow will change to count of the first one, and so on. It will go so on. So for example, here, first the most repeated become 1 for the up arrow. Then it will become 2. Why 2? Because 1 is lesser than 2. We are finding the most repeated, means maximum value. Then now here it will not change because both are same. Now when compare this with this, it is big. So the most repeated value has to change to 3. How to do that? Again, if most repeated value is less than count of that particular arrow, what it should do? Most repeated arrow should change it to count. That's it. Your job is finished now. And what you have to do? You have to return the subtraction of maximum value, length, uh, length of the string, uh, minus the most repeated. Save it. Now, now print the solution. How to print this? S5S. Now, practice the dot solution. I will send the yes now. The what is the answer? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer should be 5. Why? Because 3 arrows are pointing towards the downward. So it is the most repeated thing in the string. We subtract this total length with the most repeated ones. Then it will give 5. Run. See. 5. The result is 5. You can do with any this. Now let me change this to single arrows now. Top, down, side, and side. Now what will be the output? It should be 3. We can fix any one thing and we can change all 3 to the to that direction. Now 3. It came 3. Our logic is perfectly work.